This is the mighty Ford Econoline. This is a job from Joe at El Lobo Cycles. If you're into the old custom motorbike scene, things like that, you'll probably know him quite well. Yeah, ultimately was completed elsewhere. And there's various loose ends that we've got to tie up. Long story short, the truck was finished, wasn't finished, and yeah, it's been left in a bit of a sorry state. So it's our job to pick up where they've left off. There's a lot of work to do, which I think is a little bit more than everyone anticipated. But we're excited and we're going to get stuck in and we're going to develop something really cool. But there's a whole number of issues which you guys will see and fall into as time goes on.
So you're joining us inside the van. It's a bit of a state at the moment and everything's been sort of blown apart. We've been looking around various issues. There's issues with the air ride, some of the electrics aren't quite right. There was a charging problem. The engine's leaking, so that's always fun. And especially with an engine swap, you know, that's not supposed to be in this car. So everything's a bit tight and we just got to methodically work through it. We've had a problem. There was a tablet for the dashboard, and now we've actually set up a new one. So rather than sort of like a digital dash, the ECU is quite clever. Basically, we've set it up. This is sort of a built-in feature of the ECU that you can download the app and then you can set up whatever gauges you want. It's really good, and you can even do all your diagnostics and stuff on there as well. So that will sit, well, just in front of the steering wheel, like so. The other thing is that we're just currently working through is it has an aircon unit which does your heating as well, cooling and heating. There's a huge sort of leisure battery type thing in the back here which is to sort of power that, amongst other things, whatever you want to plug in, chargers or whatever. And yeah, it's just trying to make it link up and all work. You have to just sign in and, you know, just connect everything properly. It's that's a bit of a fiddle, but otherwise we're getting there. Loads of little bits have been ticked off, like the horn's now working, the bonnet shuts properly. I can't even think. There's so many little things. There were some weird electrics going on behind the dash. And like the windows on the doors, they didn't work very well. So that's all been sorted out. This handle was broken. So yeah, really, we're getting close. The main problem has been waiting for parts. So we've ordered in a load of stuff and it's kind of coming in dribs and drabs at the moment. But yeah, so hopefully I'll have enough to get this going back on the road. I'm hoping within a week or so, or at least we can start test driving then and start sort of seeing what's actually going on with the engine, because for some reason, as soon as you get more than, I don't know, 5% throttle, it's going to max boost, but we have found some issues down there. So it sounds like it's about to launch down a drag strip, so that's always interesting. And running this thing inside is very interesting. It's basically a smoke machine. I think it's running very rich, but it sounds cool, and to be honest, I can't wait to actually take it for a little spin. So we've got the new airbag here. We're going to be putting it in right now. I've had to install a couple of adapters because it's quite a large bore to start off with. But funny story with this, where it's got a custom subframe, it was like a kit for a Mustang. They obviously, previous company who worked on it, must have sort of did a sub-assembly, built everything up on the bench and then just bolted it into the van. So we ended up having to cut, well, we drilled a couple of holes into the sort of strut tower piece here. Otherwise there was no access to the top of the airbag mount or the airline fitting itself. So it's something we're going to have to sort of weld up, or we're trying to think of a way of making it strong but creating like a cover plate, obviously for serviceability later down the line. Sort of thinking of, got a couple of different ideas right now, but not sure really exactly what we're going to execute. But yeah, it's just one of those funny things that, you know, you get ahead of yourself and you just forget to do the most important thing.